Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 873 of Geeks in Space. I'm Rob Commander Tacomaldo. And joining me today in this most normal of Geeks in Space episodes, I have Chris DeBona.
Hey.
Rob Roseboom.
This is perfectly normal.
Everything is normal. The world is not on fire.
I don't know if it's on fire. It's definitely interesting.
May you live in interesting times. Well, let's see. Did we do? Have we had it?
Where are we at?
Well,
we did that one
because there are three things I think in the zone today. Because nothing has happened since we last streamed. Everything's fine.
Can we don't normally talk about politics, but the online handle of one of Musk's little blood boys, that's over at OMB and causing chaos at the GSA. His online handle was Big Balls.
The Dogelings. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, 19 years old, graduated high school, interned at Neuralink, goes by the handle Big Balls.
There you go. America's in good America's in good hands, and apparently so are his big balls.
Would you want little
big balls are in hands?
Would you want little balls in charge of everything, Chris? I think we can all agree we would like big balls in charge of things.
Yeah. Good God.
That's what I want.
This is real. This is really happening.
How?
Yep. Well, in positive news. Positive. Okay. In news, positive to me, the Fantastic Four trailer dropped. The teaser trailer.
And what did they not show happening? Any stretchiness.
No stretchy. Not a single stretchy.
Not a single stretch happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you seeing it here on screen?
Thus continuing.
Vanessa Kirby.
This is set
down,
like
in the 60s.
In the 60s, yeah. In a multiverse, parallel Earth, retro.
I'm sure they break
60s.
into 616. You know.
I mean,
at the end,
that seems pretty plausible, but honestly, I mean, for what I want out of this movie, this is exactly what I want out of this movie.
The tower looks okay.
Yep.
Yep.
The
thing looks perfect.
Okay. It looks completely fake to me, but
old colors.
Okay.
I like the colors. The brighter blue, more hopeful, more optimistic, less gritty, less dark. I like that.
Yeah, just like the Thing.
Well, I don't think that the Thing is in charge of the color palette for the Fantastic Four. I think that the marketing department really works that out.
No, what I'm saying is the Thing's his character is famously morose.
Yeah.
Right.
Suicidal. He's depressed all the time.
And
I mean, he doesn't like being a big hunk of rock.
And famously wears shorts.
Yeah.
Sometimes, sure.
Sure. Well, he also looks really good in a trench coat.
That's true.
That's very true. I think that
totally fools everybody too.
I think visually this is exactly what I want. They've got some shots of like the it looks like flashback scenes of the first issues, and they have one shot right at the end of Galactus, the back of Galactus's helmet.
Yeah.
And
I'm guessing he's an Eternal at this point, or no? I don't know.
Who knows what they're going to do with this mythos?
Well, he's
I love this spaceship, though.
He's
Can I just
supposed
say
to be a celestial.
A celestial. Yeah.
Ooh, I think I caught that for our screenshot.
The rocket.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the style is all that like. It's what the 60s thought the future would look like, and then it turned out that the future would look like big balls dismantling the U.S. government. But
I have a theory. Can I tell you my U.S. government theory?
Oh, God.
The reason they targeted Voice of America and USAID, I think they think that's like foreign PBS, and they just really hate Big Bird. So they're like, well, we should go after public radio and NPR because they're against us, and PBS, that's where the Kermit is, and we hate frogs, and so
and we don't want people in Germany listening to Das Grossenberg anymore to learn about things.
Nope.
I bet you next they make the USO only play Kid Rock and have Kid Rock out, and
I think Ted Nugent's a
Ted
viable
Nugent.
option too.
Yep. The Nuge.
Yeah. So we got Flame On.
Oh,
He
Flame
does-
On looks all right.
He doesn't say it,
looks good.
which is good. They got to save that. I mean, you are.
I admit the actor they picked for Johnny Storm, he actually is the Invisible Woman. I can't remember his face, his name. He like melds into the background unless he's on fire.
Or playing an electric guitar.
I was waiting to see how good the invisible effects were. You know,
Yeah.
like, wow, I really can't see her.
Yeah, I can't see her at all.
that is some of the best invisibility I've ever seen on TV.
They didn't even need to cast her that day. She got to take the day off. It was so good.
Yeah, no shadow, nothing.
Yeah,
Just totally invisible.
Totally invisible.
No floating eyeballs.
Yeah, nothing. No guts or blood.
Nope.
Just a little bit of spinal cord showing. Nothing.
It's beautiful.
Totally invisible.
And here they're on the balcony, the Stark Baxter building, and
I love this shot because like there's real skyscrapers in there, and then there's fake skyscrapers in there. Like it's a really good blend.
Like which is this one in the comics?
Exactly.
You know, we've got some, and then there's this one that's also from the comics.
Yeah.
And that one.
No,
and this one too. This is like almost a Space Needle.
Space Needle thing.
You know?
Yeah, which
gave makes sense in the 60s, even though the Space Needle was in Seattle in the 60s.
Right, but it's about the hopeful futurism.
Right.
You know, which is what you want. Like your superheroes are superstar celebrities.
Look, they have the community college, collection of kids wearing the thing merch.
Producers' kids.
They have the kick-ass nuclear car.
I gotta tell you, that's a little bit Mandalorian for me.
Really?
The vibes of the moped gang from Boba Fett. Really? When I look at that car, like, yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
Right.
Johnny Storm web slinging through. I mean, hanging out in New York.
Fire flying. There's Gandalf.
And who's he supposed to be?
Malkovich. We don't know.
It's John Malkovich, dude.
Yeah, it's true. He's just John Malkovich. It doesn't matter what universe.
Malkovich is gonna fight Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in like a half-sized floor.
I don't think they showed the Silver Surfer either.
No, I was wondering.
John Malkovich was a multiverse movie.
Right.
And like the hidden floor between floors, that was from Interstellar. So Interstellar took it from that.
It's all connected.
All connected.
Go
in
forward.
the Malkovich.
Go forward, man. I want to see Galactus.
Malkoverse.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you guys knew who the villain was supposed to be. I know Galactus. Is that it?
Well, he's not Doom.
I don't think that we know for sure because they cast
Stark as Doom.
Yeah, Stark as Doom.
You'll probably see him in like the after credit scene though.
Right. There's one guy that they think is Mole Man. Was it Hauer? That like big guy who's in a lot of stuff.
Rutger Hauer?
Not Rutger. A different Hauer.
A lesser Hauer.
A lesser Hauer. Sub Hauer. They're saying
Mel Hauer.
Yeah.
It's a pop gun. Hauer. It's a cap gun Hauer, not Rutger. Yeah.
But if they're gonna follow like the story, they can do the flashback to the
Paul
rocket
Walter
launch.
Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser. Yeah.
And Natasha Lyonne. Is there a girl foil?
I think that. So she said something about her playing a CG character, but I was thinking she'd play Alicia. But
yeah, I mean, if anyone's gonna get down with the thing, it's gonna be Natasha Lyonne,
right? And like Alicia's a redhead in the comics, right?
They shouldn't typecast,
no.
but yeah.
Anyway, fast forward. Let's get some Galactus action on there. We deserve that much at least. There's the shadow of the helmet.
Here's the beginning of it, and you can see cool buildings again in this shot.
And notice the whole east side is all built up in a way that's not real. And there's a rocket pad.
Yeah.
A launching pad in the harbor.
Over there, yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool.
That's about where the 33rd second helipad is, though. So it kind of works out.
Yeah.
They just extended the helipad and they put a rocket on it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think there is there's one more shot. If you keep going, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Yeah.
Do you think he's looking at Lady Liberty and going, "Hey, she's kind of cute"?
Yeah,
she's so tiny.
He's waiting for his citizenship.
Is this the Doc Octopus thing?
Oh, the dome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That'd be about the right spot, or I
Yeah,
guess it
but
would be
Doc Ock
a
wouldn't
Fisk Doc
necessarily
Ock
Doc
joint.
Ock wouldn't necessarily fit in this world though, because this is the 60s, and Doc Ock
He'd
would
be very young.
theoretically be
Yeah.
Spider-Man era, which I guess depending on which Spider-Man you choose is at least in the
Well,
year 2000.
yeah, I guess, but Doc Ock is from this time.
For
Mhm.
sure, but I would assume that
Spider-Man and yeah.
for sure, but I would assume that they
I
would
mean, Alfred
kind of want
Molina
to
was
keep the
born in like 41, right?
timelines, the timelines relatively straight.
Oh, do you think they care about timelines, please?
Well, you know,
Yeah, he was born in 53, so he'd be 7 years old. So
they got so much.
Of course, I'm talking about Alfred Molina now. Not
Yeah, they got so much fun stuff that they can introduce from the FF that, like, let's have fun there. But I don't know. Anyway, I know you hate it. I know that you're not in.
No.
You
Remember, I'm good until they get stretchy.
until stretchy.
Once
yeah.
stretchy happens, it's over for
Then
me.
it's over. All right, and that's that.
And
is
these,
a-
except for the Invisible Man, these are great actors.
Invisible Man. You don't like?
I'm sorry, Johnny Storm. Whoever they're playing, he, like I said, he's
Did you
basically
watch the
dressed in
last-
camouflage.
Did you see the last season of Stranger Things?
No,
He's good in
was
it.
he in it?
Yeah, he's really good in it.
Do you remember what he looks like?
Yes.
Was he a CG character?
No, he was a human boy.
A human person?
A
Huh?
human boy.
Okay, maybe he's great.
Well,
I
and
watched the last season and I don't know who it is. I don't know which guy it is.
he so the thing about Johnny is Johnny's the ultimate teen, right? He's spoiled, self-centered, hot-headed,
Hot-headed.
this
Flame
is-
on.
Yeah, this is good casting. And like they never really got him right in the other movies.
Oh, is it the bad guy?
It's
the bad
D&D
kid who gets
the
eaten by the
D&D
monster?
kid.
Oh, the D&D. Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
the kid who played electric guitar.
Yeah, okay.
He was great.
They have the cool logo, which is fun.
I mean, everything about this is exactly what I want. But I'm also more
Stretch oriented.
I'm more forgiving, I guess, than a lot of people.
Maybe.
Well, and they have a really good record of Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah, oh for sure.
I mean, I had never seen the old Roger Corman
I
one.
have.
Have you?
Yeah.
I watched it, and I gotta say, like, for sure, overall, it's not a very good movie, but parts of it I thought were more Fantastic Four than any of the other
for sure
versions.
For sure.
So,
no, I got no beef.
so the bar is very, very low.
Plus, you got to compare that to the Roger Corman threshold and 90s comic book movies. These are not great. You take Tim Burton out of the mix, and it's a rough time for comic book movies. Do either of you guys have anything on order from China?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm actually really glad because I had something arrive just a couple of days ago, and now I don't think I have a single package en route, but it wouldn't matter because the Postal Service has canceled China. There is no more China, guys.
Oh.
Sorry, Temu.
Cool.
Are we going to make that the 52nd state? I mean, after Canada joins us?
After Greenland.
Well, we're just going to own Greenland. Canada's going to be the state, right?
The whole thing?
Yeah, I guess. That's what I've always wondered. But whenever it gets mentioned, it's that Canada.
Yeah.
Not just parts of it, not specific provinces,
no.
but Canada as the whole.
The unit. Speaking of Canada, Rob.
That would make it the biggest state.
It would.
Yep.
By quite a bit.
By a lot.
I'd imagine Texas would not enjoy that.
No, then Canada be like, oh, little brother. Rob, have you started this season of Shoresey?
No.
You know what? I'm really happy with this season of Shoresey.
Rob.
Is it good?
The last season of Shoresey was kind of enough Shoresey for me.
You were done?
Yeah.
If you're gonna quit Shoresey, that would be a good place to stop. They ended a whole bunch of storylines, but I really been enjoying that show.
Sarah never watched Letterkenny, so we started watching it.
Wow.
And it is, it is really good for some seasons.
Yep.
And then it turns quickly into Trailer Park Boys.
Yep.
where I'm like, I'm watching this out of obligation, and the 3 minutes per episode that are actually funny that aren't rehashed something else or ridiculous
I thought
or
that
dick jokes.
I thought they pulled it back in the last season.
I
And
have not watched the last season
ah,
yet because she hasn't. We're not up there
there
yet.
you go. I think they really fell apart. I don't know if it was the COVID season where it was like every episode was half set when they were taking call in. Like
Yes.
that
Yeah.
season is the nadir for that show.
Yeah.
That was a hard watch, but I think that show's great. I think the writing is top notch. The puns are good. And I think Shoresy.
Oh, well, if the puns are good, well, then I'm in.
Well, it's a show about that show is Shoresy is a lot about writing. It's like quick, weird turns of phrase.
Well, I mean, that's the shtick with Letterkenny too.
Oh,
Right?
I'm sorry. I was talking about Letterkenny. With Shoresy's got more heart, more story. But I like Shoresy. And this season has been really pleasurable to me, and very Canada. So when they become our 52nd state,
No, they're going to be 51st. China's going to be 52nd.
Aren't we going to become China's next province? Isn't that how this is going to go?
No, man.
Yeah,
We have
let's go with that.
tariffs. We have tariffs now.
Oh, we fixed it.
Yeah.
We fixed it.
America, baby. Have any of you ever felt in your heart that you possessed the ability to dodge bullets?
No.
Never, but when I was a kid, I watched an episode of the show called That's Incredible. That was kind of like Ripley's Believe It or Not or whatever.
Oh yeah, with what was her name?
Wasn't it Hemingway's granddaughter?
Muriel?
Muriel Hemingway, yeah.
Anyway, there was an episode where a guy caught arrows at like 20 yards or whatever, shot at him. And I thought that was cool. But I never thought the same would be true of a bullet.
Well, it turns out you're probably right.
Yeah, we can't say for sure.
Can't
All
say
we can
for
say is
sure.
on this day, that young man
Right.
could not dodge the bullet from his friend's gun.
Right. He did not successfully dodge the bullet.
Yeah.
So, sucks to be him. And the guy who was shooting got arrested, which seems reasonable. I don't know that you can consent to being shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's for sure stupid, but you know,
It's definitely stupid.
I kind of feel like the guy got shot. Maybe they should arrest him for being that stupid too. I mean, he already got shot. Maybe that's enough. But, you know.
Yeah, he got his due. I feel bad for the guy, but not like bad enough to like write a letter or anything. But
yeah,
they were all stoned. I mean,
well, clearly they're in this dude's shed, and he's like, "I bet I could dodge a bullet." The guy's like, "No way."
All right,
like,
I got a gun.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
I mean,
for real, you're gonna dodge us?
Yeah,
yep, I'm gonna dodge that bullet.
I'm ready. But like,
Bam.
How far away should I stand? Like, do you think 20 feet is enough?
Blam. See, I told you.
All right,
Whoops.
Right, if you're not going to go to the hospital, maybe we should smoke another bowl.
Right.
Science has discovered a new form of magnetism. Violent J, not happy. He still hadn't figured out the old one. The story is that they've like figured out some way to get the magnetic ions to bounce opposite from each other, and they say that has implications for possibly for computers, for technology, for sending signals, and probably for future Insane Clown Posse lyrics.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
That sounds like a good use of that.
Yep.
What's the impact on ICP?
Yep. That's how I weigh most scientific discoveries.
For sure.
What's the impact on what Ray J? What's his name?
Violent
Shaggy
J.
Too Dope.
Shaggy Too Dope.
and Violent J.
I couldn't remember
Right.
Shaky Too Dope.
Shaggy.
I couldn't remember his name. Oh man, I have a guest who's really fucking trying to get into my shit here. Look,
Mm.
there's a cat.
No,
He doesn't like this.
I
that's really
actually,
sweet.
not too long ago, watched the documentary on Netflix about them that sort of focuses on their suing the government or being designated as a gang. And it's really good. It is
Huh.
very, very good.
I have a question about them, which I am assuming I know the answer to, but I don't know the answer to. Are they smart people acting like idiots, or are they idiots who got lucky?
Hard to say. They are complete, like very, very poor sort of white trash inner city Detroit kids who were really into wrestling when they were little, and a whole bunch of tragic things happened to them, a bunch of, drug abuse, alcoholism in their family, and they joined. They were just little kids from poor families who started hustling. They started putting on uh, wrestling events for the neighborhood and
Yeah.
charging people like $1. And then they just decided they were going to be rappers one day. It started, and I can't remember how it all happened, but one day one of them put on clown makeup, and everyone thought it was great. So it will not change your mind necessarily about them as musical artists or the catalog of ICP, but it does get into how a lot of their fans are sort of marginalized weirdos
Yeah.
who, like, the only hope they have is this, and some of it is like family oriented, like literally people bringing their kids to go see ICP concerts, right?
But
But
are
then,
they smart and are doing this like with intent, or are they just
well,
lucky?
what do you mean smart? I don't, like, if you
So
gave them a test, they would get good grades. Like,
no,
they know what they're doing
they know
dressing
what
up
they're
like that.
doing. Okay, but it's not like premeditated. Like okay, like a David Bowie or somebody who's intentionally taking on personas, like from an
Well,
artistic
so
place.
here's the thing. ICP is doing that too, just like David Bowie. Their songs
Sure.
just suck.
Fair enough.
They are being just as artistic in that way as David Bowie. They just don't have a message behind any of it other than fuck everything. Life sucks when you're poor.
All right.
you know?
That's,
So
that's a fair
Oh, so
story.
they're going to
so
go work for the
so that's what they
administration?
are. What is interesting is the government classifies them as a gang and then sends that stuff out to police departments across the country. So now, if you have an ICP sticker on your car, the police have a valid reason to pull you over and search your car because you have gang affiliation on your car. People who were working
Wow.
security jobs had their clearances taken away, couldn't pass background checks anymore
Wow.
because they went to an
Wow.
ICP concert. People lost custody of their kids because they had ICP stuff in their house.
Man.
Uh, like, there's one case where this guy is his kid, his wife, his ex-wife goes crazy on drugs, has to go to jail, and they're going to place his kid, and they do a home visit at this guy's house who has 3 kids of his own, has a job, doesn't have a criminal record. The person who looks in his house sees ICP stuff, looks it up, see it's gang affiliated, and they put this kid in foster care for 3 years
Jesus.
as this guy continues to fight. But he's an ICP fan, so he probably doesn't have a big pocketbook, right? And he can't
Wow.
fight. It's just full of stories like this over and over again. So these two idiots are like, that's fucked up. We're going to sue the government. Let's go find a lawyer. And the only lawyer they know is this guy who does like DUI cases. So they hire him first, and he tries, and nothing happens. But eventually, someone in the ACLU is like, they're right. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
And they take up the case and they sue the government. It's a really funny story, you know, from two very unlikely people.
Yeah. Such heroes.
But they still don't know how magnets work.
No, they don't.
No.
know how magnets work.
Who
That's
does?
No, not me. I've never understood magnetism.
What about evil?
What about evil? Yeah.
I didn't read this, but Sarah was telling me that this morning. She was like, it was a headline that popped up. I didn't read the story yet.
Yeah, it's just Google used to have a
It's just
pledge that said they would not use AI to
Right,
make
right. So they
weapons.
just
For
removed
the
that so they
DoD.
can start selling to the
Right.
government, right?
So
That's what I assumed happened.
right. It
Like
would
I
have
mean,
been
I hate to
evil.
break it to you guys. I don't think they ever cared, but okay.
no.
Not in the cloud. I mean, please.
No. Don't Be Evil was really good marketing in the aughts.
Yeah, back before they were selling to evil people.
Back before they just were blatantly being evil.
Yeah.
Well,
back before they killed Google Reader.
It all started with Reader.
That was the fork in the road.
It all begins and ends with Reader.
Yep. You have to increase shareholder value at all costs. So.
That's right. So I guess
why do the right thing and make 7 when you can make 10?
Right.
You know? It is true.
Be evil for 0.1.
Sure.
I watch a lot of I'm sure you've seen like on YouTube they have like the videos where like they talk about like this guy's like retail archaeology, and they talk about like stores or businesses that are going under, like, and he wanders through like old Toys R Us or whatever and like see what happens. And I put this kind of thing up in the background sometimes because it's happy and it really cheers me up. And I started one of them. It was for Party City, I think. And Kathleen's like, "What is this?" And I said, I kind of explain it, and she's like, "Well, what happened?" I says, "I don't know yet, but it was private equity." And she's like, "What?" I said, "It's always private equity. It's always private equity.
Private equity.
That's my moral. It's always private equity. Why be good and make 7 when you can be evil and make 10? You're right, Rob.
Yep.
Do we have anything else on our list, gentlemen?
Nope.
I've watched a slew of movies that are of question. Oh, you know one I did watch that you guys might like. Well, Chris might like. It's called Flow. Oscar nominated animated feature.
It's about Flo Rida?
No, it's about a kitty.
I was gonna guess that waitress from Alice Next.
Yep, that's a good guess too. But it's interesting technologically because it's the first feature film to be wholly rendered in Blender. But it's actually just like kind of a sweet little movie about a kitty. And like it doesn't really have like a traditional narrative structure, but there's a flood and the waters rise and
and it's on a boat. Right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the end of the world almost. You kind of get, but there's no explanation of it.
It's
all right.
It's not like very satisfying narratively. If anything, it's like it's kind of cyclic and like I don't know. It's an easy watch. It's fast. It's very beautiful. It has a really lovely finale. I'm not going to tell you that it's a great movie or anything, but it was also a CGA movie about a cat that was rendered in Blender, which is pretty neat. I watched Back in Action, which was terrible. That's Cameron Diaz in a mediocre action movie. It's on Netflix. I watched this week's How Did This Get Made movie is called Passion Play. And holy shit, is that a big pile of garbage. It's Megan Fox, Bill Murray, and Mickey Rourke. And Megan Fox is an angel.
Plastic surgery or post plastic surgery?
I don't really know. It's 2011, 2012. I don't know when.
It's probably post.
But she's an angel with literal wings. And Mickey Rourke like wants to protect her, but Bill Murray is a mobster that wants to take her and have her as his own. It's so bad.
I'm surprised they never did a crossover with Michael. Do you remember that movie?
I do.
Ooh. God, that was bad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And I also rewatched The Brothers Bloom. Have you ever seen this?
Oh, that's been a long time though.
It's good. I had a lot of fun. The other one I watched is
about Orlando Bloom, right?
Yep, it's about Orlando Bloom. It's the backstory of Legolas and how he got the role.
Yep. And his brother Tampa.
Yep. Yeah, his brother Tampa.
St. Pete Bloom.
Yeah, and then a lot of stuff about pirating and how he really became a pirate and stole vessels because he's super method. The other one
it's hard to scuttle a ship now.
Yeah, it's
It's not like back in the day. You have
no.
to really, really try to
Well,
scout.
back then it was rapiers, and now it's machine guns.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not good odds. The other one I watched is called Prevenge, which I don't think I would recommend, but it's like a horror movie about a pregnant woman whose baby is telling her to murder people. It's like, you should kill him, like whispering voices, and then she stabs people. And it's kind of a thing about she's struggling with grief because her husband is dead or her boyfriend is dead, and it's not super
killed
good.
by a bloom.
But I watched it because it was
By Fort
written.
Vero each bloom.
It was written and directed and stars the woman who played the nurse in Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, all right, I wonder what she did.
That's the psychic.
Yep, the psychic nurse.
Yeah.
What's her name? Alice Lowe. And the movie isn't that great, but it's got a couple of funny parts, and it is funny, like when you think your fetus is telling you to murder people, and then you stab people a bunch. That's pretty fun, I think. The other one that I wanted to mention is I've been watching Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I've kind of tired of Harley Quinn. But Kite Man takes the things I like about Harley Quinn and has given me, I'm only halfway through the season, but it's the fun parts of Harley Quinn, like mostly Bane and like the Legion of Doom being silly. And it's kind of turned that into sort of like a half Cheers kind of thing. It's very funny.
Yeah. I was kind of on the fence with it until they introduced the character voiced by What We Do in the Shadows lady.
Yep.
Right.
I don't. Yeah,
That,
she
that
plays
character,
Malice.
that character saves it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm with you on Harley Quinn, though. I think I get it. They needed a new shtick. The season isn't very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not super excited about that. And I think that like I really like their world, like the comedy world. The problem is that I think they should what they should really do with that show is exactly what they're doing with Kite Man. Take a season and follow two different characters. Like let Harley Quinn and Bane recur if you want, but let's follow two other characters for a season and let them have the center story, because I don't think any of Harley and Ivy don't carry 4 seasons of TV. That their gag is one off.
They need more King Shark.
Yeah, exactly. Well, give me a King Shark season. But for all of these characters, give me one season where you follow that character. Give me 8 episodes with that story.
Or even better, at least even better creatively, you make those seasons that are good, and then you do something else.
Yeah, you move on.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, stay in the universe, keep the characters if you want, because I think the universe is really fun, and I think that all the performers are doing a great job with those voices. But don't lean in on the same story. Or don't.
Yeah,
lean
you
in
know
on the
who's
same two
really
characters.
good? Pensacola Bloom. He's great.
Pensacola Bloom.
Yeah.
I prefer Tallahassee Bloom myself.
Tallahassee, yeah, he was great in
all right.
that show.
All right.
Mm.
All right, guys, that was our list. Should we say goodbye to the internet?
Say goodbye to the internet.
Goodbye, Chris DeBona.
Bye.
Goodbye, Rob Roseboom.
Goodbye.
That was episode 873 of Geeks in Space. I was Rob Commander Taco Malden. We'll talk to you some other time. Bye-bye.